You probably wouldn't notice him, even if you walked right by. But there he is, standing on a manicured lawn, behind a limestone fence, in front of Jessamine County's stately courthouse. The Confederate on Main Street blends into the bustle of small downtown Nicholasville, the Kentucky town where I live. My neighbors and I pass him by with no thought. We are too busy paying our vehicle registration fees, heading to jury duty, registering to vote. Like so many of the other 2,000 Confederate memorials in the United States, this rebel statue has been nearly invisible. That changed in June of 2020. That's when the Confederate statue became very visible. The killings of George Floyd in Minneapolis and Breonna Taylor in nearby Louisville sparked Black Lives Matter protests, and our statue became a lightning rod.
So we went up to the statue and looked at it, and we're just so appalled by what it said.
We need a change, period. We're going to be out every day, every night, every week, as long as it takes.
Why not put a Statue of Unity up there? Hell, I don't care, put SpongeBob up there, but something besides something that means something about hate, take it down. Take it down. Make a new day. Make our own history.
But many opposed the grassroots campaign to bring it down. To defenders, he modeled courage, patriotism, localism, and manly devotion to a traditional way of life. These champions of the rebel on Main Street launched a counter-movement. Our sleepy little county, like the rest of the country, grew even more polarized. Everyone had opinions about what this statue stands for. I'm historian David Swartz, and the unfolding controversy got me curious about Civil War memory here. What I found surprised me. This memorial is not what it seems. Join me as I investigate the contested and bizarre history of Jessamine County's Confederate statue, its peculiar birth 30 years after the Civil War, its life through the long decades of segregation during the Jim Crow era, and its fate in our times. We'll begin in the courthouse yard, then head down Main Street toward Nicholasville's historic First Baptist Church.
I said, y'all want some history on the yard? Let's make a statue of a white master raping a black woman. Put that on courthouse yard. And say that's history. That's real history.
We'll also stop at white congregations.
I played my lifelong Republican evangelical pastor card, and I'm like, we're supposed to be the party of Lincoln.
We'll head down Jessamine County's twisty, scenic byways to search for ghosts in a rural cemetery.
You know, I don't know how it works in the afterlife, but I wonder if people who've been marginalized, sometimes they find a way to communicate and say, we were people, we had names, we lived.
I'll take you to my neighbor's back patio. Bob, a political activist, is trying to use the statue to defeat a local politician.
Where's the apology? Where's the formal apology from the Democrat Party here in Kentucky for the egregious offensive act of erecting that statue?
And we'll return to the courthouse lawn on Main Street to talk with a gun-toting defender of the statue.
I believe it should stay right where it's at. To move this statue from this location says that the county government is ashamed of what it stands for.
It's a Civil War statue, unlike any other. How did he end up with a Confederate belt buckle and a Union hat? Is he a monument to heroism or a symbol of treason and racism? As protesters threaten to topple him, what will happen? And what does his fate reveal about the soul of this divided Southern community? Coming this January, a podcast investigation of the Rebel on Main.